everyone, welcome to 2023, and here at Fishy Business, hopefully this year, we're going to make our videos even better for you by bringing more content and more things that you can actually use for your aquarium. One of those things is this week in the video throughout, we have 3 new things that we're going to do each week. A product spotlight, tank of the week, and what was the other thing I was going to do? Oh, a tank tip. That's the thing you most need, and I'll be brief with it. And that is one way we're going to try to make this video a little more informative and a little bit better for you. Also, we have a killer video coming up for you on Monday with Andrew talking about how to set up an automatic feeder. So, all of that out the way, Happy New Year, let's get on to the update. Okay, so real quick, a tank tip for the week. If Richard hasn't told you, if no one has told you, the incomparable polyfilter is fantastic. Every aquarist should have this on hand, and this is why. Even more so than some carbons, it is fantastic at pulling out any kind of anything that could ever get in your tank. This is a lifesaver in so many reasons. It's very inexpensive. I keep one in all my service tanks, not necessarily in the tank, but on standby. If something gets poured into your tank, if something in the room gets in it, somebody sprays something, somebody has something on their hands, you get mad at your husband and throw a wine glass and some of the wine gets in your tank. The incomparable polyfilter will take it out, and it usually will take it out before it does any harm. So as far as something to extract a negative chemical or a negative liquid that would get in the tank, the incomparable polyfilter is the way to go. Get one for that reason.
Hey guys, Hayden here. Today I'm going to be showing you all the cool saltwater fish we've gotten in, and I'm expecting another shipment here in a little bit, so you might be able to see those today too. Alright, so here we have the yellowhead moray eel. He'll get about 2.5 feet. This guy right now is eating silver sides. They are escape artists, so you want to make sure you have a tight fitting lid. They are known to eat smaller fish or fish that they can catch. So you definitely want to be careful who you put them in with. But if you have bigger fish, triggers, groupers, stuff like that, he'd be an awesome fit. And I'd recommend at least a 125 to 150 for this guy. And here we have this cute little adorable yellow WATCHMAN who's posing for the camera right now. They are awesome for smaller tanks because they normally don't get above about 6 inches. They will pair with the pistol shrimp. So if you're looking for like a cool little combo, this guy would be awesome for that. Eats flake food, frozen food, compatible with everyone in your tanks most of the time. The yellow ones are males, and normally the brown ones are the females. So if you wanted to get like a male and female pair with the pistol shrimp, you could. Alright, here we have a coral beauty. They're one of the few angelfish that you can actually put in a reef tank. They are known to eat lobos, blastos, and acans, so they are reef safe with caution. If you'll come back out here, and that catty's over here. They are very pretty fish. They can range from purple, yellow, orange. Work in smaller tanks. He'll get a little bit bigger than that, maybe about 4 to 5 inches. That's about it. So once again, he's awesome for smaller tanks. And you don't normally want to mix them with other coral beauties because they are known to fight other angelfish and other stuff like that. So. Alright, here we have the blue tang, also known as dory. They'll get about 1 foot long. They don't get along with other blue tangs, but they will get along with most of your other tangs. I recommend them being one of the first tangs you put in, since they are so ick prone. You don't want them getting stressed out by adding them in last and have the other fish beating them up. Very beautiful, very active normally. He's just hiding from the camera right now, but awesome fish. Alright, here we have the black Hawaiian trigger, which obviously they're from Hawaii. They're one of the smaller triggers. They don't get massive, normally about 8 to 10 inches. They work well in fowler only tanks because they will eat your snails, shrimp, hermit crabs, stuff like that. They're not super aggressive like most of your clown triggers, Niger triggers, stuff like that. They are very cool, normally pretty active. And this guy's got that nice yellow stripes going down his side, nice white stripes. Very good looking specimen. Alright, here we have one of my favorite wrasses. This is the MELANURUS wrasse. They are reef safe with caution. They are known to eat snails, shrimp, and hermit crabs. They normally don't mix well with other wrasses, so you don't want to add them if you already have a wrasse or anything like that. They don't get massive, only about 8 inches. But they got the beautiful striping going down their sides. And you can actually tell male from female by the spots. So the female will have 2 spots, where the male will only have 1. Very cool, very unique, and interesting fish. Alright, here we're going to mix it up a little bit. So here we got the peppermint shrimp. They're awesome for reef tanks because they eat one of the biggest pests that we deal with, and that's aptasia. They don't always do it, but most of the time they do. They are great at cleaning up any uneaten food and stuff like that. The only thing you want to be careful of is if you're directly feeding your corals, they'll actually swim up to the coral and cut them open to steal the food. So you want to be careful whenever you're directly feeding your corals. But other than that, they're awesome for keeping aptasia down and out your tank.
My product spotlight for the week is eShops and the eShops RS series sump. There are many different sizes of sump in the RS series. There is a 75, a 100, a 200, a 300 that we stock here for various size tanks. But I want to tell you why I love this sump so much. Number one, it's made by eShops, and eShops is a fantastic company in terms of quality. And every single one of these that I've put on any saltwater tank at any point in time, I've never had one leak or cause me any kind of problems. It's very user-friendly. And from a sump standpoint, as you can see, it's nice and deep. So, you've got 12 inches front to back here, and you've got 30 inches across. So basically, it's a 29-gallon tank. That is adding 29 gallons worth of water to the water volume that you already have in an existent tank. So if you want a bigger tank without the space, a good sized sump is always a way to go. There's lots of storage space in this. A simple reservoir for your return pump, or 2, depending on what size you have. A generous space for a protein skimmer, especially room to work on it. And an easy in front place to change your filter socks for the water that's coming down as a pre-filter. It's very easy plumbing. It already comes with your return hoses, and it's just absolutely fantastic. Everything that eShops makes is, and this is a sump that I love, and the reason for that.
Hi, it's Kevin. I'm here to show you my picks of what came in this week looking its best. We got a lot of cool stuff not in the video too, so come see us. We also, for African cichlids, got in some awesome small VENUSTUS. These guys will get pretty large too. Make great tank mates with either mabunas or peacocks. Got in some nice Mexican dwarf orange crayfish. These little guys seldom reach over 1.5 inches in captivity. They are easier to keep with most other fish than most of the bigger types, but they still might grab small fish if you're not careful. Some really nice live bears here. These are gold panda mollies. I got these from a local source, a local breeder that supplies me with them. They look really, really nice and healthy. These are a very popular fish that gets pretty good size, usually getting over 3 inches. These are CONGO tetras. Not so much to look at now because they're just juveniles, but as they grow, their finnage will grow out, their colors will become stellar. Got in some really pretty glow barbs. These are a type of glowfish. Yes, they are a genetically modified fish, but they're not dyed or dye injected, and the end result is really kind of cool on these. This is an off-the-wall fish. This is a Himalayan mahseer, hardly ever seen available in the aquarium trade. This is actually a type of monster fish that will get over 6 feet in the wild. Some records boast as high as almost 9 feet in length. Awesome looking African black knife fish. These guys usually work well in with semi-aggressive fish. They generally don't eat other fish, but they might eat smaller fish like guppies and stuff like that. They do really well on frozen bloodworms as well. We got in some awesome little black moors. These have always been one of my personal favorite of the fancy goldfish. These are just babies, but they will get pretty big. All these fancy goldfish will get large and will need a large tank ultimately. Some little imported goldfish. These are the little Ranchu lion heads. They are adorable. They are really unique in the fact they don't have a dorsal fin, so they look kind of like an egg to me. They are so cute.
Okay, so tank of the week that I wanted to focus on is the Seaview 26. We got an incredible deal on these. It's a fantastic little tank. It would make a fantastic display tank for live plants, a fantastic display tank for salt water. You can outfit them however you want to. It doesn't take up much space, and I'm going to show you real quick one that's set up here in the store. Lastly, I need a little feedback. Was this too much stuff and didn't belong in the video? Would you rather see it all pulled out somewhere else? Or was it a little more informative and helpful? The whole idea here is to help you no matter where you live or where you are, regardless of whether you can come here to buy fish. So how about give me something in the comments and kind of let me know how this went, and if it was informative and if you enjoyed it. And I think that's all I have for this week. God bless, come see us, and we'll be back next week with a new video.